Well, in today's episode of Value in My Toy Collection, we have finally pulled out everything from the attic and we've got to start going through these boxes and value all the contents inside. Hey everyone, my name is Chris. I'm a full-time beauty pageant director as my career, but in my spare time, I'm a huge toy collector. I've been collecting toys now for over 40 years. You can officially call me a toyaholic. Thanks so much for checking out my YouTube channel. My channel consists mainly of two things: beauty pageants, which I love, and toys, which I love even more. My dream in life has always been to own a toy museum. So it's finally happened. I've bought a building and now I've got to move this massive collection and value it into the building. We're calling it the Toy Vault because it's an old bank building located in Crystal Springs, Mississippi that actually has two large vaults. So now I'm just going to make a ton of videos and value my toy collection, and then I'm going to make some where I take you shopping with me to thrift stores and flea markets and toy stores to let you see where I find all these goodies. So let's start this episode of Value in My Toy Collection and value some toys. Alright, first up we've got this large Build-A-Bear in a really cute Build-A-Bear outfit. He's worth about $15. Let's see, next up we've got another Build-A-Bear. This one's in a little pink outfit. She's probably worth more like $12. Got a little octopus. He's probably worth about $4. He's not name brand or anything. And then we have a Dr. Seuss character here from the Foot Book. He's probably worth about $6. Alright, next up this little whale with the ice cream cone on the top of his head. He's probably worth about $5. Got this bright colored Scooby-Doo plush. He's worth about $5. This cute little mouse. He's probably only worth about $1, but I'm keeping him. I like him. And this little soft mouse, also worth about $1, but I'm keeping him. Alright, I don't think I can keep that one. It's in bad shape. Let's see what else. Not going to keep that one. Oh, this is cute. It's a little vintage You Are My Sunshine little plush pillow worth about $3. Oh, this little stingray is cute. Probably worth about $1. I don't think I'm going to keep the lambs and sheep. Here's another mouse. He's probably worth about $1. Little princess. I might keep her. She's worth about $1. This little Toy Story Rex that you pull, it's worth about $10. It's actually from Toy Story 3. Alright, this little for real friend, Torch My Blazing Dragon. He's heavy, he's hard to get out, but he's worth about $15. I think I got him at the Goodwill or one of the thrift stores. Alright, let's see what else we have. This little pink guy, we'll keep him, put him on the Christmas tree, worth about $1. This Del Monte Teddy Bear Farmer, he's worth about $15. He still has his tag on, he's in good shape. Little vintage Pink Panther plush, probably worth about $5. And then we've got this little Winnie the Pooh toddler riding a turtle. Worth about $20. Still got the tag on it. It's in real good shape. Alright, we've got this vintage dog. I was surprised they're worth so much, but he's worth about $40. And a lot of people had him a lot higher than that, but I think $40 is more than fair. Alright, we've got this little Ann Geddes baby doll dressed up as a bumblebee. And it's probably worth about $12. Alright, let's see what else. We've got a lot of little stuff. I probably won't keep that. Probably give that away. Let's see what else. This little Barbie dog. Probably worth about $3. Since I'll keep it since it's Barbie. This is cute. It's a little Cookie Monster vintage purse worth at least $10. Oh, I can't get that out right now. It's stuck to something. Let's see. This little Pluto. We'll probably sell him. We have so many Pluto stuffed animals. Let's see. Oh, this is cute from Warner Brothers. Little Gossamer. Not Warner Brothers. He's Looney Tunes. He's worth about $12. And then here from Home Depot is a little stuffed car. It's probably worth about $8. Let's see what else. A little ice cream cone we'll keep. That's from an old pickup game. Probably worth about $1. And then here's the hat to that Ann Geddes doll. I knew I had the hat. I'm good about keeping up with stuff. Here's another little character from that Sherlock Gnomes, worth about $8. This little owl is so cute, probably worth about $3. And this little hamster, he's worth about $10. And then here's a firefighter Jimmy hamster from 2003, worth $15. See what else I can pull out here. And here's the little mouse dressed in a Christmas dress from Jimmy, worth about $8. And then here's the little For Real Friends penguin worth $15. And then these are called slammers. You slam them down and they make noise. That's Alice. She's worth $6. And then this is Dilbert's boss. He's worth $5. And then the small Mickey Mouse plush is worth about $2. And this little Home Depot Beanie Baby Bear is worth about $10. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop. There we go. I got it out. This is Flowers from Bambi with the long tail, worth about $15. It's from Disney. And then the little Statue of Liberty Beanie Baby is worth about $8. They're not really tie, but I just call them Beanie Babies. Little Mississippi Braves hat's worth $3. Found this giant box of cologne bottles that are empty. I can't wait to go through all these. This Brute bottle by itself is worth $10 or $15, probably from the 70s or 80s. Say $100 for all that. And then I went by the refrigerator and I found all these magnets I need to pack up and take. And I added all these up, just about $2 and $3 each for these, and some fake ice cubes I had at the ice maker at the refrigerator. I'm taking everything. And all this together is worth about $35. All right, let's go back to our plush. Round Mickey Mouse plush from the Disney parks is worth at least $10. Some of those Flip-A-Zoos where you flip them over and they turn into a different animal. We have 3 more here and they're worth at least $8 each. I really don't remember where I got all these from. Probably garage sales and thrift stores, but I've got to go through them and make sure I don't have duplicates. Little chocolate covered strawberries worth a couple dollars. And this Build-A-Bear teddy bear, he's worth about $12. And this penguin with the baby penguin is worth about $10. All right, we've got another one of those little stingrays from Cozumel when we went there, probably worth about $3. Little 101 Dalmatians official Disney plush worth about $5. Got a Huckleberry Hound plush still with a tag on, worth about $12. And we've got this really cute sock monkey. This one's pretty big, worth about $15. And then we've got Lady from Lady and the Tramp, worth about $5. And another Silly Slammer, worth about $6. And this little weenie dog that barks, probably worth about $4. And then I don't think we'll keep that one. Let's see what else we got. Got a rainforest monkey. Just got to give him a little bath. He's worth about $8. No telling what somebody paid for that at the rainforest. A little Minnie Mouse puppet worth about $5. A couple of these miniature Flip-A-Zoos, and they're worth about, I'd say, $3 each. Then from Shark Week, we've got one of the sharks here. He's worth about $10. And then we've got a Cat in the Hat plush from Dr. Seuss, worth about $10. And then we've got the Turning 50 Jimmy Hamster plush, worth about $15 with a little walker. And then we've got this little dog. We might keep him, I'm not sure. We've got a Mickey Mouse playing the guitar, worth about $15. Got another Mickey Mouse plush. He's just regular, probably minimum $5. Got a Goofy plush. He's worth about $8. And then we've got a Serta sheep, little sheep. Got to give him a good bath. He'll be worth about $10. And a MacGruff the Crime Dog plush with the tag, still probably worth about $12. This really cool pink swan, I'm going to keep this. This is probably worth about $12. And then this little Winnie the Pooh for Easter, worth about $10. Another little Pink Panther worth about $5. Got this cool little otter plush. He's probably worth about $12. He still has his tag on. Got this big bird. He's probably worth about $20. He's in really good shape. And then we've got another swan. Probably sell one of those since we have 2. They're very pretty. All right, let's see. We'll probably sell that one at the estate sale. Here's a fuzzy Tigger plush. Probably worth at least $10. He's pretty big and in good shape. Probably sell the flamingo at the estate sale. Here's a big Chip plush from Chippendale, worth about $10. Little blonde girl, might be a groovy girl, I'm not sure. We'll say $1, I'm not sure. We've got this vintage giant. I love vintage plush like this from the 60s and 50s. Probably worth at least $15. And then this dinosaur, we'll probably sell him at the estate sale. All right, we've got a Mr. Getty's pizza pillow. That's hard to find. I don't know if they're still in business or not. Worth about $6. Little Susie Zoo chicken plush, worth about $18. This cool little octopus is probably worth about $5. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, a vintage little pink teddy bear, probably from the 60s, probably worth about $4. Got a little green stingray plush, probably worth about $3. We've got Cleo, the purple poodle from Clifford the Big Red Dog, worth about $10. Another Pink Panther plush, probably worth about $5. I love Pink Panther. Let's see, we've got an old vintage Mickey plush. This one's worth about $15. You can tell they're older by the face and their plain body. Got a little interactive Kaju's Princess plush, worth about $12. And then we've got Snoopy laying down on a heart-shaped pillow. He's probably worth about $5. Let's see what else we have. We have Donkey from Shrek. He's probably worth about $5. Then we've got this big vintage lady from Lady and the Tramp. This one's old, probably worth about $15. And then these are tummy stuffers. This is the dog. I thought it was the dog from Up at first, but it's just a tummy stuffers. Probably worth about $12. It's kind of like a Stuffies. I think it's a different, like a competitive brand, but you can just fill his mouth up with a lot of stuff and keep inside. They'll come up with everything. All right, we've got a little Yogi the Bear plush. He's probably worth about $6. Got a larger Pink Panther here. He's kind of lopsided. I think we'll sell that one. We have a bunch of Pink Panthers. We'll probably let him go to another home. Got a little Cookie Monster here. He's probably worth about $10. And then we've got from the Hot Wheels line, the bear with a helmet on, worth about $8. Oh, that's kind of a cool penguin. Probably worth about $5. And then from Space Camp, we have this astronaut. He's worth about $8. We've got this big red fish. I love it. It's very 70s looking. Probably worth about $2. Got a Pepe Le Pew worth about $6. And then we've got this big Fraggle Rock. He's large and in charge. Probably worth about $20. We've got a Bugs Bunny. Probably worth at least $5. Probably sell this well at the estate sale. Can't keep them all. And these little guys are probably worth $1 each. A little hedgehog and a little frog. We'll keep those. And the big llama head for the walls, probably worth about $15. All right, let's see what else we have. We have a lot more of these Flip-A-Zoos. The Flip-A-Zoos are worth about $8 each. And then Shrek with a Christmas hat on is worth about $7. Looked up this cool fish puppet, and believe it or not, it's worth $15. Some people are selling it a lot more than that. He's kind of collectible. All right, the Pink Panther burglar is worth about $8. Here's a Build-A-Bear, a rainbow rabbit, worth about $12. And then we have a Tommy Hilfiger bear, and he's probably worth about $15. All right, we've got this cute little bear pumpkin. We'll probably sell him at our flea market booth. Here's another shark from Shark Week. He's worth about $10. And then here's a Mississippi Braves hot dog souvenir, probably worth about $8. The Bee plush from the Bee movie, he's probably worth $15 with the tag. I love this foot pillow little plush, worth about $5. And let's see what else we can find. That's a little hat. We'll sell that at the garage sale. All right, let's dig around in here. Here's another Flip-A-Zoo, probably worth about $8. It's a big Winnie the Pooh. This one's huge. I don't know if we're going to keep him or not. We're probably going to sell him. We have so many of the big ones. Here's a blue M&M, like a hippie. This one is probably worth about $12. And here's another one of those Flip-A-Zoos, probably worth about $8. That one's kind of cool, though. They're all in really good shape. All right, let's see what else we can find down here. Another Flip-A-Zoo, worth about $8. Like I said, I'm gonna have to go through them when I have them all together to see which ones are duplicates. I can't keep up with it. There's another one, worth about $8. And one more. This one's cool. It's a dolphin Flip-A-Zoo. I can't say it. Flip-A-Zoo, worth about $8. All right, here's a little small one worth about $3. Let's see what this is. Oh, these are Flip-A-Zoo slippers. How cute are those? Those are probably worth about $12. All right, we're almost at the bottom of this box. Here's a pastel Winnie the Pooh plush worth about $8. And then the Easter Tigger plush, he's worth about $10. There's a little bitty Winnie the Pooh down there, probably worth about $3. And a little pink poodle worth about $3. All right, let's hit this box up and see what's here. Here's a little Winnie the Pooh laying down with Piglet worth about $10. Here's some more of those vintage plush from the 70s, like from the fair and carnivals. The blue dog's worth about $4 and the brown dog's worth about $4. But I just like to keep those because they don't make that anymore. And it's going to bring back a lot of memories for people for the Toy Museum. Minnie Mouse, she's probably worth about $8. And then this is Emily Elizabeth from Clifford the Big Red Dog. She's worth about $10. All right, and then we've got this girl. She's a Romper Room Sweet Dreams Annabelle doll from 1973, worth about $15. And then we've got this purple monster. I didn't know if he'd be worth anything, and he's worth over $25. Some people had him a lot more than that on eBay. This is just a Mardi Gras throw from the Iris Parade. It's a little baby, probably worth about $4. And then we've got a Frozen Build-A-Bear with a Snow White dress on, probably worth at least $12. All right, we've got 101 Dalmatians Pongo. He's pretty big. He's worth at least $15. A little blue M&M plush worth about $6. We've got this little Scottish bagpipe player guy. He's worth about $6. We've got a large Shrek plush. He's worth about $15. He's pretty big. And let's see what else we have down here. We have a small Paddington Bear plush worth about $3. This big Yogi the Bear plush. He's like a pillow plush. He's worth about $15. Little avocado. We'll keep him. He's cute. Worth about $2. And then the sheep. I'm going to sell all the sheep. All right, we've got this really cute aerobics pig. It looks like it's from the 80s, but it looks newer. Probably worth about $15. Another one of those collectible Fursons. She's worth about $10. All right, you're a winner from Six Flags. This snake, it's pretty cool. Probably worth about $6. I love those eyes. Hypnotizing. And then we have a Cookie Monster. Gonna have to give him a good bath, but he's probably worth about $10. And then this little guy, this is a 1987 little Brush-A-Loves, worth at least $25, but some people are selling it like crazy. Probably sell the little octopus. She's cute, but she's just kind of like a Walmart Valentine plush. I love these little porcupines. They're very generic, but I'm keeping it. It's probably worth about $3. This is like Fisher Price, but I don't think I'm going to keep it because I think it had a shirt that came with it, and that would drive me crazy knowing it's not complete. Probably sell that at the estate sale. And then this little, I don't know if this is Ann Giddy's or not. It's a little baby in a rabbit costume. Going to sell that at the estate sale. Little Boyd Bear, golfer bear. It's worth about $8. And then we have a little Ann Giddy's fairy doll worth about $7. You're going to hear me say Giddy's and Gettys because I don't know which way is correct. So I just flip-flop with it. All right, this little peppermint poop will probably sell. This is cute, but I'm probably going to sell it. I don't think it's name brand, but it's really cute. USA and Venezuela little dog plush with a hat and shirt. Probably sell him at either the flea market booth or the estate sale. I'm not sure yet. I might have to look him up and see, but I'm going to sell him. All right, we have a Groovy Girls pony. Probably worth about $10. Just got to give that one a real good cleaning. And then we have another Bugs Bunny. This one's worth about $8. It's pretty big. Let's see what else we have. We have a really heavy Big Bird plush. This one's worth at least $30. I think that's electronic there. Hope it still works. Got this really cute eagle. We'll put that with our patriotic collection of stuff worth about $8. We got a Madagascar zebra, probably worth about $5. See what else we have in here. We're almost to the bottom of this box. We'll probably sell this little Elvis playing the piano. Can't keep it all. Unless we had a warehouse. We don't have a warehouse. We have an old bank building. Little football is probably worth about $2. That's from the Braves game. Little Pinocchio doll. We'll probably sell him. See what else we have here. Another one of the little Valentine plush. We'll end up selling that one. We'll have a little Yosemite Sam here. He's worth about $7. We'll keep him. I'll probably sell this little angel. She's cute, but I don't think she's name brand or collectible. And this Lassie vintage dog is really cute, worth at least $20. I think this is called Babar the elephant, but it's pretty heavy plush, really good quality, worth about $10. And we've got another Bubba Bear. This one's worth at least $20. Some people having more than that, but I'd say 20 is fair. Got this vintage orange plush. I think it's a doll. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm keeping it because I love the 50s and 60s plush. It's probably worth about $15. We've got this large vintage Mickey Mouse plush worth at least $20. I love the old ones. And then we've got this little dolphin souvenir from Biloxi. He's worth about $5. Got this big pterodactyl plush. He's probably worth about $10. We're going to hang him up from the ceiling. He's pretty cool. All right, we got just a regular sock monkey plush worth about $6. A lot of people collect sock monkeys. We got this old unicorn plush. It's probably worth about, I don't know, $8. I'm just glad I have it because I had another one, but the mice tore it up. Little seahorse, musical seahorse, it's worth about $8. And then this is from the Wizard of Oz. It's a Marshall Mallow from 2013, worth $8. You got another pterodactyl. This one sits down. He's a little softer and bigger, but probably only worth about $8. And then we've got this really nice Stitch plush. That's from Disney. That's worth about $20. That's a good quality one. And then we've got this Chuck E. Cheese teddy bear worth about $15. Llama, we're probably going to sell him. He's just from Walmart, I think. And then this is cool. It's a Boo Bah Humbug from 2004. It's worth about $25. Kind of alien-like. I'm going to have to see what he does. Tie-dyed souvenir from Graceland teddy bear. It's worth about $5. And we've got this big lamb chop stuffed animal. He's worth about $15. Almost to the bottom. We've got another Bubba Bear. We got two of those. We're going to end up selling that one at the flea market booth. And then we have Cindy from Yogi Bear, worth about $7. And then we have this cool caveman puppet. He's worth about $12. Got a little bitty Aflac duck, worth about $6. Little Sylvester the cat, worth about $5 from Looney Tunes. Got a little Chuck E. Cheese plush. He's worth $12. We'll probably give that away. That's cute. We've got this Dollywood monkey. He's probably worth about $8. Somebody probably spent $20, $25 for him at Dollywood. Another little Serta sheep worth about $10. A couple more we were able to save. I didn't think we're going to come clean, but they did. This is the Fortnite llama worth about $10. And this is a Build-A-Bear My Little Pony. She's worth about $15. They were just so dirty from the attic. I thought they were gone, but washer and dryer did a miracle. And this is a large Coca-Cola polar bear worth about $15. And then I have this cool Uncle mug worth about $5. Well, with our previous 505 videos of value in my toy collection, our total was $1,310,111. Now, when we add this video with all of this plush we found in the boxes in the attic, we can add another $1,779 to our grand total. So that means for this episode 506 of value in my toy collection, our new grand total is $1,311,890. I always wanted to say I had $1 million toy collection, and now I can finally say it. But I'm not actually a millionaire. I'm just a guy with a lot of toys. I've been saving them all my life, going to garage sales, thrift stores, flea markets, toy stores, and looking online, and it's just accumulated to this big old total. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos as much as I am making them. I like to see what I have and what it's worth, and it's just a great way for me to inventory the collection. I'm also putting all the toys on our Facebook page, which is called the Toy Vault of Mississippi. And if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please think about doing so because it certainly helps us grow. So until our next video, we will see you then.